Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all feeling really good and I hope you've had a lovely week. Libra, let's get started. I'll shuffle these and I'll just say thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here, you are very welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your support. So, we're getting into it already. We have truth be told. We're going to look at the energies around you. We're going to look at what's coming in and anything that Spirit want you to know, Libra. So there's a nice flowing energy that's coming with this reading today. So that is lovely. Oops. It's flowing quickly. We have mending. And on the bottom of the deck, we have thinker. So we're going to clarify these with some tarot in a moment, but let's just see what we've got here already. So Libra, there's something that you're being required to be very honest about. And this is about being honest with not only other people, but also honest with yourself about a situation. For some of you, this could be a situation around a love interest. We see a lot of hearts here. But for others of you, this isn't just about you being honest with yourself about a situation that affects your own heart space. We obviously have an owl here opening the doors for this communication. The owl is very wise. So Spirit want you to know that you will make the right decision in terms of discussing what you need to discuss or saying what you need to say. And there really does feel like a lovely flow. There feels like a back and forth energy that is calm, it's supportive, it's loving. So whatever this is for you, if you're holding something, within Libra, and you've been hesitant about saying something, just know that the timing feels right, I do feel that it's important for you to say what needs to be said, because we see here new life. So we see you having a new start, a new approach to things. For some of you, it may simply be just that you're having a new approach to your life, maybe to your relationships, because you've been able to be open. For others of you, this is about you closing a door, not closing the communication, because I do think there's a lesson learned there about being open and communicative. But also, for some of you, it was something that needed to be said before you could start your new life or your new approach to your current life. For some of you, this is the beginning of a whole new adventure. Yeah, they're showing me a fence between these two cards, which kind of makes me think that this communication is something that has been lingering, that just needs addressing and sorting out before you can have the clear thinking and the freed up energy to start your new life. Whatever that means for you. Remember, this is a general reading, so it will be different for everybody. But Spirit are saying it's really important that you're flexible in your approach. So when you start a new life or you approach something, you may start a new job, or this may be a new house, whatever it is, anything that's new but quite big in your life. Remember that you may have to be a little bit flexible. You're not going to gain anything by keeping, they're saying to me uniformity. So keeping things very rigid is not going to work in this set of circumstances. You're going to have to be flexible in your approach and flexible in the way you handle things. This is a really interesting reading because there's lots of dimensions coming in, Libra. We see you here mending something. Now, some of you, that could be you mending something physically, especially if you're starting a new life in a new place, in a new property. There may be practical things for you to mend. But for others of you, this is going to be about emotional healing or mending a situation that you've been dealing with. It could be connected with this. It could be connected with the communication. Now, as I said, they showed me a fence between those two cards, which showed me that that needed to be complete before this could start, for you to free up the energy to start a new life. But there's some healing to be done from a situation here, some mending, some healing, something being put right. So it could well be still connected with that. I do think this situation, if you're open and you're honest and you speak your truth here, Libra, I do think it'll be dealt with. And I don't think it's going to be as difficult as perhaps some of you think, because I think it's playing on your mind and that's causing you more stress. But here we can see you healing from this situation anyway. So as I say, you may have to adapt your plans a little, be a bit more flexible, because it may not go quite as you thought. But here we see you mending and overcoming the situation. On the bottom of the deck, we had the Thinker card. So we see you sitting here deep in thought, really contemplating things. And I really feel that this is a reflective energy. So again, feels like you're healing from something, feels like you've made a fresh start, but there's things in your past that you're still healing from, that you're still, you know, just trying to figure out in your head. I don't pick up a major stress energy, to be honest, but I do think there are things that you're still thinking about that are relating to the past. Interesting, Libra. Do bear with me a minute. Sorry, I've done a lot of readings today and my voice is just getting really... Anyway, that's not your concern. So, I'll deal with that, hey. Let's just, I think, pull the tarot now and see if we can find out more. I want to see what this new life is all about, because that feels really exciting. They want me to use this deck of tarot for some reason, so let's get started. If any of you would like to look at your personal circumstances, Libra, do know that there is a link to my private readings in the description box below. There's a range of readings for all sorts of things and all sorts of prices, so do have a look at that. And let's get started. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I do think that whatever this is that you want to say, and I do feel it's you that wants to say it, Libra. I feel like you've wanted to say it for a long time, and that you feel that once you've said it, you know, it will sort of open up communication generally. It will make you feel more confident, and therefore give you more of a feeling of completion, more of a feeling of being, you know, in control of things, feeling more grounded. We see the King of Pentacles here, and the King of Pentacles has walked a long path to get to where he is. He has this stability, this knowledge and this wealth that he's built up throughout his journey. And, you know, he's the most stable of kings, but he is a slow moving energy. So it feels like whatever this is, it's been a long time coming for you, Libra. You know, and I think once you've addressed it, you will feel this whole new lease of life. Yeah, something beautiful is coming in. And this is what I said. This is why they were showing me the fence in between, because it's almost like that journey needed to be completed. Or if it hasn't completed already in your life, then it needs to be completed, because something beautiful is coming in and you need to make space for it. You know, aces are always new beginnings, and this is a new beginning that is going to fill your heart space, make you feel a lot of love around you. It's going to be something that you feel just so happy about. So this new life is a lovely beginning, and you don't want to bring any old negative emotions or things that play on your mind into your new life. Flexibility. And we have the Page of Swords. Interesting. Page of Swords. I think that you know, there will be people that are watching your progress in this new life, Libra. And I think that's a lovely thing. It's coming with positive energy. In fact, two cards came out at the same time. I think people, we had the Five of Swords also. People are going to be looking at you, looking at how adaptable you're being to your new circumstances. And they're going to be really impressed, because here we have you having fought a bit of a battle and having won that battle, but it's come at a cost, you know? And they're saying, okay, she's won this battle, or, you know, you've won this battle, Virgo. Virgo? Seriously? Virgo. I've just done Virgo, but if there is a Virgo in your life that is significant to you, Libra, then know that some of you may have been in battle with a Virgo, for example. That's really strange, because their energy came in very strongly and blocked me from saying Libra at that second. That was so strange. So yes, if there's a significant Virgo around, they could be involved in this situation. But whoever it is going to be very impressed with how you've handled this, how you've been adaptable, how you've won through against the odds for some of you, and they're going to be watching. They're going to be watching to see what comes next, Libra. As I say, there's an impressed energy here, nothing bad. They're impressed with how you've weathered the storm and how you've progressed and moved forward. It may be, and this makes sense now with seeing the Five of Swords, it may be that you've got healing to do because you've been through some sort of battle recently, whether that be sort of a verbal battle maybe, or an emotional battle. I don't feel it's a physical battle, so we're all right. But, it's taken a long time for you to feel that things are falling into place. And this is maybe what you're healing from, because maybe we saw with the King of Pentacles here, again, he took a long time to get where he needed to be. And this feels like you're healing from the journey that you've been on, Libra, waiting for your ship to come in. And you're wondering, is it ever going to come in? It is. It certainly is. Because here we see you getting recognition for, all the things that you've done in the past. As I say, people are already impressed with how you've handled the situation, how you've made this step into a new life. And I don't think you've done it yet, Libra, but it's certainly on its way. And here they are, giving you that recognition for winning against the odds. This is probably why you're in reflective energy with the Thinker card, because we saw you looking very pensive. Tell us about that Thinker card, please, Spirit. Yeah. Yes, you're being reflective. Yes, you are going to be acknowledged for the efforts you've made and for the new life that you've started, or the new way of handling things maybe for some of you. But it's coming with new ideas. Let me put that down for a moment. Here you are in this time of reflection. It will bring new inspiration, new ideas, just a new thought process, but it's going to be with clarity. So the time that you spend mulling things over in your mind, Libra, will allow you to see things a lot more clearly. That's fantastic. And here we see you in King of Wands, not King of Wands, it's the King of Cups. King of Cups energy. This is so interesting, because here you are sitting in your throne, and although the throne's at an angle and looking a bit precarious, you're actually looking very calm in the middle of it, And this is very symbolic of you having gone through a rocky time. I mean, look at this water. It looks very turbulent. You've maybe been on a bit of a journey, Libra, where you were left feeling a bit unstable, but the stability is coming in regardless. You've held your head high and you've continued on this path and you've got through this situation. Well done you, honestly. That's really impressive, Libra. Isn't it? It's no wonder people are watching you and with awe. Right, I'm going to draw this to a close. I can feel my, yeah, my throat's getting a bit tight. So I'm going to draw this to a close. Let's just have a look at some moonology. You know, I love them. And we're going to pull this together for Libra, please, Spirit. Thank you. Yes, this is what we're saying. This is why I love to draw it to a close with moonology, because it sums up the reading. We have a personal issue reaches resolution. The conversation that you're going to have. The clearing of the energy to begin a new life. A personal issue reaches resolution. Thank you, Spirit. That was quick. The answers you need are coming. Wow. Love that. What else for Libra, please? What else for Libra, please? Which one is it, Spirit? Do you want me to take that one? The energy is gaining momentum. Yes. Yes, 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 the energy is gaining momentum. What did we have here? We have this new life. We have the flexibility, but it feels like it's gaining, you know, the speed of it is increasing. So I think this new life is around the corner, and it's up to you. We all have free will. So it's about the choices that you make at this particular time, Libra, which will determine which outcome you get. Your commitment is being tested. So if you want this new life, you need to clear the old energy. You need to have the conversations that have been on your mind. You know, they've been on your mind for a while, because we know the journey the King of Pentacles has been on. And that will free you up to move on and to heal from anything that has been difficult in the past, to enable you to embrace this new life fully. Fantastic. Right, Libra, I'm going to leave you there, and I hope you found that helpful. If you did, please do help me out by liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful week, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.